Hey guys, Dan here from Daniel Norris Effects, and today we will be reviewing this Computar 12.5 to 75mm f1.2 C-mount lens. This is a CCTV lens which I picked up on eBay brand new and in the original box. This lens is completely metal, features screw locks for the focus, zoom and aperture rings, and features a blisteringly fast aperture of f1.2. And now we come to the part of the video where I talk about the pros and cons of the lens. First, the pros. Pro number 1, solid construction. The build quality of this lens is top. The zoom ring and focus ring are butter smooth with absolutely no play and just the right amount of resistance, making this a really good lens for video. Number 2, the short focus throw. The focus throw is nice and short, allowing for full focus pulls to be achieved with no difficulties, once again making this a good video shooter lens. Number 3, the sharp image quality. Optically, the lens is very sharp when stopped down below f2.8 and especially sharp when stopped down to f5.6 or lower. And just to round it off nicely, number 4, the super fast aperture. Let me just make one thing clear. This is a zoom lens with an aperture that is usually only found on the most expensive prime lenses and is constant throughout the focal range from 12.5 to 75, making this lens a very good all-purpose low light performer. And now we come to the cons. Con number 1, irregular vignetting, especially on the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera. Probably its biggest letdown is its unfortunate vignetting at the majority of focus and zoom combinations, with only a specific few that remain clear. Con number 2, ridiculously long minimum focus distance. Like the 25mm C-mount lens I reviewed before, this one shares the same long minimum focus distance. At first I thought it was that the lens may have been mounted too close or too far from the sensor and needed to be altered, but no. Even on the lens body itself, it says that the minimum focus distance is 1 meter or 3.5 feet. Con number 3, internal mechanisms intruding the frame. When shooting those lovely artistically pleasing bokeh balls, as they're nicknamed, although the orbs themselves look very nice, as they get larger and more pronounced, you can see there's 3 notches taken out of the edges. These are the runners that the internal lens elements slide along when zooming in or out. A minor downside, but one that many people may find off-putting. And finally, con number 4, the loose lens mount. The C-mount for this lens isn't attached to the lens body, but held on by a screw-on cap. This causes the C-mount to spin freely of the lens body due to no locking mechanism present. Once again, not a major issue, but it can be annoying when tightening the lens to the camera. And now to mention some features and quirks that some people may like and others may not. Number 1, the soft image at wide apertures. At f1.2 to around f2, the image becomes very soft and almost misty in well-lit areas, which can be used to create a more whimsical, dreamy aesthetic, though this is not as noticeable in low light or night shooting. However, others may find this feature restrictive and more an annoyance than a perk. And number 2, the aperture is able to close entirely. Nothing much really to say about this. The aperture has the uncommon ability to close entirely given a completely black image. I counted this as a feature because this, in combination with the smooth clickless aperture, can achieve an effective fade to black recorded in camera, which some people who like doing in-camera editing may find a really nice perk. It is even able to block out really bright sunlight. So that was my review of the Computar 12.5-75 f1.2. In spite of the good points, I cannot recommend this lens to the Micro Four Thirds community, especially those who use the Blackmagic Pocket cinema camera of which was used during this test. However, this lens may be suitable for cameras such as the Pentax Q1, as the sensor size is considerably smaller than the Blackmagic's. I hope you enjoyed this lens review. Please share and subscribe for more videos in the future. I'm Dan from Daniel Norris Effects, and I will see you in the next video.